Here's a nice one. Can you guys share a story of when another person on this panel showed some highly impressive pickup and seduction skills?
Hmm. I've seen some, I've seen some game. All of you.
How
Are you
much
Yeah,
time
I've
kidding
you
already
me?
got?
talked about. I've already talked about it.
Well, Ablaze, you had your three-way makeout on the beach in Spain.
Yeah, four-way. There were three girls. So it would be a four-way makeout, right?
Dexter.
Me plus three girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dexter is arguably the greatest PUA I've seen in field. If only he'd follow up on the girls he gets
Wow.
interested in
That's a
him.
good endorsement, man.
Who's the second
And
best
From
mystery? Who's the
Mystery,
second
Dexter.
best?
From Mystery,
and I
that's a
haven't seen you ice, but you have a girlfriend who I have seen. Good for you. I mean, a wife rather, who I have seen. So good for you. And Zan, watching you game where you are titillated by her, which I've seen, in other words, you were in front of the
yeah.
right set. Boy, can you rap. You have frames that you set and the frames you believe because you're telling women how you view the world.
Wow. It's
It's
true.
not just a frame, it's your beliefs. And
Yeah,
they
it's
fall
true.
into your frames, into these beliefs, uh,
Wow.
with with a big smile on their face. So here's the commonality that you all share. You all make your women laugh.
Yeah.
You all are comfortable with them. You're cognizant of their comfort levels, right? And you make your women laugh all the way to the bedroom. I attempt to take parts of all of you and incorporate it into my game. So my game has improved by watching you guys work. I've seen you all work in field, and it's been obviously a pleasure.
Hmm.
Mixed Venusian arts.
That's right. A little bit of everyone. The best parts, only because the timeline is limited. Otherwise, I use all of it. You know?
Wow.
Indeed.
Here's
And
one.
you never stop learning, huh? Like
Oh, I'm still a student of the art.
remember 20 years ago we had Mysteries Lounge back in the day?
Yes, sir. That was cool. I owned my
And
own
it's
lounge.
gone. It's gone. All that
We
Well,
content you
now
created.
have one on Skool though.
yep, it's called Attraction Unleashed.
Ah, wow.
You should join it. It's
I
somewhere
I would
to,
totally enjoy it.
yeah, it's somewhere to get your thoughts back into pickup. If you have a question that needs answering, there's hundreds of guys with answers for you in that forum.
Huh.
Yeah.
Here's a memorable one for you. When we were in Barcelona, same place that I did the four-way makeout, right? There was a documentary crew there filming, and I'm not going to name the documentary because I don't think all in all we're a big fan of it. Because they cut out all the best bits, right? We thought it was going to be a balanced documentary. They were going to show infield footage. We had women signing disclosures, agreeing to be on
Right.
camera and so forth, right? Mystery met a woman, and his girlfriend at the time tolerated, that he needed to demo for the camera, right? That's kind of what we were doing. We were demonstrating for the camera. We also had, I don't know, 8 students, 10 students, all of them paying thousands of dollars each. They're watching Mystery. I was there, Baxter was there, and there's a film crew. And Mystery meets this woman, beautiful, super attractive woman. I actually spoke with her at one point as well. She was extremely attractive, extremely smart, and within a matter of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, Mystery had her on a couch and he was kissing her and he was conversing with her and her face was lit up. And he played solid game. He didn't try to do anything too aggressive that night, although I do think you had some intimate moments with her on the beach. Um, and to see that, to see him
Yeah.
perform with that kind of pressure, with that spotlight on him, I mean, you want to talk about performance anxiety. This is as high pressure as it gets. So this
I
stuff is
remember New York City. when Neil Strauss's book, The Game, was going to be out, we were in New York City. And remember Neeraj and you and me and Neil and Vanity Fair and GQ magazine were following these guys following around and the big cameras, remember in Montreal and the big cameras following us around. It was like, who's these people? That was a big thing back then, man. And I
What was
remember
always
Neil
Yeah.
being completely nervous because he had to demonstrate to Vanity Fair or GQ magazine that night. He had to show him a set and they wanted to follow him around. He's like all nervous. Remember that?
Yeah, he didn't want to be
Yeah.
pushed. That's all. You
No,
don't
he
want
didn't
be.
want to be put on the spot. Exactly.
That's right. Show us your skills, kid.
Yeah, show
Go
me what you got.
up,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
He didn't like that pressure. I could take that
Incredible,
level
man.
of pressure though. If someone points out a hot girl, I'll go and meet her.
Yeah.
You know, if she's my type, I'll go and meet her.
I
Yeah.
wasn't there for this set, but I remember Baxter one time going into a set and he was dealing with a really, really testy woman who, within seconds of him opening the set, she grabbed his straw out of his drink and tossed it like this over her shoulder. And Baxter didn't even flinch. He just kept running whatever routine he was in the middle of as if he didn't even see the straw go flying. And within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I don't remember the exact timeline, but he spun her around to
Wow.
his favor and got the digits. I don't know what happened from there, but I remember watching that.
Oh, I thought Mystery moved the straw when he.
He thought it was a magic trick. Hey, that's cool, mystery.
Blame
That's funny, man.
I'm
Canada.
used to it.
Blame Canada, man.
Blame Canada.
Nowadays, you have to blame Canada for sure, right?
Do you remember in Russia, we were out on the patio and it was still light in the morning because it was that time of day where we were in the country. And it was amazing that we were doing it. And it's on YouTube. And he's moving straws, he's moving bottles, he's doing amazing magic. And there's a crowd all around. And this girl's like pulling her face off nearly. It was crazy. And then his hand, and every time he's moving the straw, he gets the straw out of their drink, right? At one point, and passes it to me. And I put it down, and we look over, and there's about 20 straws on the table for how many sets we've been running.
Yeah.
And creating the whole club knew us by the end of the night.
That's
It's amazing.
funny, man.
Yeah.
Good times in field if you just
Instant
get
value
people.
demonstrations.
But there are men here who've been listening to us speak this whole time. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of this. That need to get out of the house more and play the game. It's fun. I mean, we do it because it's fun. You got to remember that it's worth the grind. It's raining out, it's snowing. It's worth the grind sometimes. Sometimes you're going to come home alone and wonder why you left the house in the first place. But if you just keep grinding to find, you'll find the next bubble of love and you'll get to meet some beautiful women and change your life. It's pretty
Good advice.
extraordinary.
Yeah, and the good guys don't blame themselves. If they go out and they talk to girls, they were sincere, they did their best attempt and it doesn't work, they don't blame themselves, they don't blame the women, they blame the universe didn't make it happen. They don't say I could have been taller or more funny. They just say, okay, that didn't work. I tried, it didn't work. They don't blame themselves, which most guys blame themselves, think I should if only I should have been more interesting or I should have engaged her on an emotional level and the guys who have abundance, they don't blame themselves. They say, oh, that didn't work. Let's go again tomorrow. Let's go. You want to go? Okay, let's go.
Any other comments on this?
No, agreed. Simple as that.
Word.